Hey everybody, Andy Nelson. So everybody's seen that infamous circled R on products. You see it every single day on something that you buy. What does that mean? That means that that company went through the process of applying for and obtaining a registration of their trademark with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. When they get that registration, that certificate, they get to use that circled R in connection with the goods that are, or the services that are listed on that certificate. It's not everything on the planet, but the particular goods or services for which they applied. Now, when do you get to use it? Well, you get to use that circle R as soon as you get that registration, and not before. Before, you might see a TM or SM, or some people just don't put anything on their products. It's good practice to do that SM or TM because you let others know and consumers that you're claiming trademark rights. So hopefully with consumers, they begin to make that association between the symbols of your brand and your brand itself. And for competitors, well, you want to tell them to step off. Don't come close. Don't do something that's going to cause or lead to likely confusion amongst consumers between our two marks, our two brands. So what does a circle R do? When you have that circle R and you start placing it on your products, that tells competitors that you really mean business. You went through that investment of getting a federally registered trademark. So that really means step off, and hopefully it has a greater deterrence effect. But when can you use it? You can use it on the products that you applied for that are listed in your registration. What a lot of companies do though is once they get a registration, they go, hey, we got it. And they start expanding their lines and coming out with new products and services, and they put their mark on it, which is totally fine, but they put the circled R on it. Right, and that is not appropriate technically because they don't have a registration for those new goods or services that are not listed in the application. So that could potentially cause them some problems later on if they apply for those goods and it's discovered that they were misusing their circled R on the products that they're later applying for. So a lot of companies do this because they just don't get it. But at the end of the day, companies, look, Maui and Sons, very popular one. A lot of us all know. They have a circle R registered trademark. I have not looked, but they probably do have, because it's a surf, skate, snow company, and in those companies, those apparel companies, it's very common for them to register their marks in the class, not just apparel, but in other classes, accessories, and also decals. So they likely have one. Another surf company that's great, Visla, does not have a circle R here. Does that mean they don't have one for that class? Doesn't mean that, because they just may not use it. I don't know. I don't recall if they do. It doesn't work for them a while ago, but I just don't recall if they have registration in the decal class. They most likely do. And then there's another classic right here, Peralta, which is a skate company from my youth back in the 80s, and now is a kind of a retro brand. It's still around. Circle R right there, I'm pretty sure they've got a registration in the decal class. This is a product, not just a promotional item, and a lot of companies use decals for promotional items. They don't really sell them as products themselves, but a lot of these companies do sell these, right? It's a product, and so they get registrations to make sure that others don't do something confusingly similar or really something that is likely to lead to consumer confusion about source or sponsorship or affiliation in this class. So they register in this class as well. Anyway, that's it for today. If you have any questions about this video, drop me a note, drop a comment. If someone would benefit from this video, please feel free to share it. And I will look forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye.